So as we settle within ourselves, the energies, of course, are already with us. The Arcturian presence is here for all of us. And it's really simply a matter of letting go. We have spoken so much recently about letting go, but what exactly is letting go? Let us all breathe into our heart space, moving down into our bodies and just feeling this connection to the divine within the physical being, our own physicality. Of course, we relax more deeply. We come more into the sensation of our own bodies. We are more present here on the earth plane as our I am presence enters into the human awareness. So we find we have both a human personality and a divine consciousness, beingness. And throughout our lives upon this planet, we have developed a very strong and dominant ego personality based in the internet. And surrender, of course, letting go, is about when this ego self lets go and surrenders to the divine self, divine will, divine control. When the divine self takes charge and the human self is no longer controlled by the ego mind. So the energies coming through at this time are very much in support of this process. We can simply breathe it in, relax into our bodies, be present in one's I am. Let us spend some moments together now in our circle, all of us on Zoom, present with me here in the room, and of course all those that join us in their higher selves and who are part of our group on YouTube. As the group energy builds around our circle, so does the inflow of the divine light and love build within each one. As you receive these divine energies, recognize the energies that we receive from Gaia and Mother Earth are also divine, a divine aspect of ourselves. So let's move our focus now through our lower bodies into the earth and feel our connection to Gaia's kingdoms, to nature, to the etheric realms, the elementals. Yesterday was Earth Day. And all the kingdoms of Gaia are receiving higher activations, as are we. For it is not only our humans that are preparing for ascension, but all her kingdoms. For as our energies, the light that we hold, spreads outwards from our auras, it creates a network of light, affecting nature, and all the elementals. You may even begin to feel your own body elemental, or perhaps you may call it a diva. For all upon this earth plane is now beginning to operate at a higher frequency. And your own bodies are adjusting to these frequencies. It's often called becoming crystalline. As we work with higher frequencies of light, so the physical vessel becomes finer, less dense. This is the process that we try to allow without interfering. And so surrender can take place on many levels, through many dimensions. We find that in our higher aspect, surrender to God, surrender to Source, Creator, whatever you may wish to call it, is simply natural. For it is only here that we have developed a personality, an ego self. So as we are together here in our circle, so many energies working with us and upon us. As you move more deeply within, begin to feel, to understand the difference between being in your ego mind, your ego personality, and making that move into your I am presence, your divine self. As we let go more deeply, so we move more deeply into the flow of the divine. It is so effortless. All is done without effort, from peace. And here we find beauty and joy in a human existence. From that place of spirit within, the divine self no longer separated, the soul no longer removed from the physical, but our actual soul descends through our crown and downwards into our hearts. The geometries and colours of the light body surrounding our physical vessel. And as we center more firmly within our hearts, the high heart chakra, we begin to experience the reunion of the physical self with one's own soul. The reignition of the Christ itself within. It has been called resurrection, restoration, and it is happening now. It simply requires from us that simple shift from the ego personality to the divine self. We relentlessly move away from the intellect into the heart space and allow our lives to be led not by the mind but by the heart. And we become connected to our higher consciousness as our frequency gradually rises. Let us all rest together in this experience as Sananda is with us, the Arcturians, and many others, as they gently raise our frequency for us. Assisting in this shift and letting go, a surrender to the divine. You may think of it as the divine self, or as your connection to God. As we continue to integrate these higher frequencies of energy, as they bring to us peace, beauty, and bliss, let us also remember the great importance of our grounding to the earth, as we return to our connection once again to Mother Earth and all of Gaia's kingdoms, that they also are part of our expanding consciousness, the oneness of all life. So simply to surrender to this flow without effort, in peace. And whatever may come into your awareness, simply allow it. For as our awareness expands, it expands in all directions, upwards, outwards, and downwards. And as we come into a oneness, nothing is excluded, all is embraced in equal light and love. As we come into simple allowance, we allow our energy to expand, to move outwards. And we allow also the release of any energies we do no longer wish to carry with us. Allow it to be a gentle process, to proceed at your own pace. The highest level of being is when you no longer feel that you need to change anything. The acceptance of all that is as it is. And you become simply the observer. The energies being sent to us at this time, being received in our circle, are energies of activations and downloads, and also much healing where it is required. So let us all together simply receive. And as you receive, let go of all your concepts and ideas about how healing should take place or what indeed needs to be healed. And as low self-worth and lack of self-love and self-appreciation diminishes within us, hold in your mind's eye, in your focus, in your vision, in your belief that we are already healed, that we are already perfect. That which we see and judge as imperfect is irrelevant. So let us now bring our energies down through our body into our pelvic area, grounding into our foundation. Feel that connection to Mother Earth, to Gaia and all her kingdoms. As it becomes part of us, of who we are. And when you feel you wish to, simply open your eyes and be present, fully present in the earthly realm. Always connected to your I Am presence, the light of spirit, your true self.